He's come about me and chucked them in, or he fucking just been and dropped them.
No, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's something that's just come through the post. He fucking threw them in, didn't he? What he expected, the postman. Don't know what they are. Well, it's got my name on it anyway, so let's see what the postman brought. Mildred's just turned up. Oh well. Oh, I know what these are. Cheap bastards. Oh, this was supposed to come in a box. Yeah, I know what these are. Out! Don't you getting in the way. These are my...
I'll fucking grab it.
Hang on.
You got it. It's fucking not light.
I know it's not light.
Well, you got me.
I don't want you.
Come on.
Right. Right.
You want it the other way around.
Mind me meter. You're crushing me fucking meter. Hang on, that spring's hanging off the edge of the bench. There. There we go. Right.
Right. I'll tell you what I did before you touch it. When I come to put this bastard back on, it wouldn't go on. It wouldn't go flat.
Right.
Like some of them arms that you slid round with your finger.
Yeah.
I had to move one about that far.
Well, that's alright. They have to lock into the
But there's a nut here. See that bolt there? I've had to put that in.
With your fingers. I know all about that.
Right, well I put that bolt in, so you're going to have to get pliers to get that out if you have to take it off.
Right, yeah, you used the coach bolt, didn't you?
Right, yeah, because that's all I have. The rest are okay.
Right.
I'm wondering, you know, if this is connected here properly, this connector on here.
Well, I'm going to test it all.
Because obviously that one is, but that looks a bit out to me.
No, it's all the way in.
But you see this side here?
It's all the way in.
This might need a bit of lubrication. I'm only saving you fucking chewing it up with the pliers. But that does fit in there. See it? Right, these are the switches you was on about here. Now that's not again, but I've got one of them at home that you give me.
Right.
Right, you got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there.
You don't have to tell me, I know.
But,
I've done one of these in the past.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there's a switch. No, I'm going to tell you something now. If this is going round, it's not making the noise it made before, that crungling noise at all.
Right.
It's quiet. Behind here, there's a switch.
Yeah, I know there is.
And I put that on there to stop that from bouncing about. Look, it's an elastic band.
Right.
Right?
Right, so you said there's a switch behind here?
There's a switch. If you take that off,
yeah.
If you look down there, there's a switch down there.
There's actually two switches down there.
Yeah, right. Well, there's two.
Yeah, there's two down there.
But I was concerned about looking for a plug socket where that other plug plugged in.
Right.
And I couldn't see any.
No.
Because it's red like that.
Yeah, well, all that's on here, really, there's not really a lot on here.
He crushes your bottle at the back. Let's move then.
Right, right.
Move your fucking grease.
Right. Basically, well, so we can see, we can remove this fucking thing.
Well, don't take that, it'll be able to cock.
No, it won't.
Why won't it?
Because all that is a popularity meter. It just you can use them without them.
Well, it can go back on.
Yeah, the reason why that's there is so that the operator knows what records have been played and what haven't.
Right, well, it wants resetting, obviously the pins are in.
Well, all you do is reset them.
Push that fucking thing in.
And some of the pins are a bit shorter than what they should be.
Yeah. Right, well, that needs to go back on.
No. But that doesn't matter, you can run them without them.
Right, well the other thing
a lot of them are missing half the time
thing
anyway.
Is, this is supposed to jump up and down.
Right,
this
well,
on there.
Right, well that's got plenty of grip
That's
now.
got plenty of grip now, so that'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Right, let's take that off.
Right, the other thing is I was going to show you before I go, because I've got to go and start sand later.
Right, well,
Will
let me explain about this. You jump into two things at once.
That's supposed to jump up to alter the speed when
Yeah.
you put the fucking
That
seagulls that play fucking...
L33.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Right, well that needs to be down all the time.
Right, now then, listen. The needle's perfect in this.
Right.
Right, everything works, it sounds great. Right, so there's no feedback or fuck all from that amp to this.
Right.
So everything's working right, all the tone arms are
right. So I don't have to mess with that, do I?
Right. This here, there's a wire here, been taped up for some fucking reason. It's on there somewhere anyway. You see, it's a white wire and it's got tape round the end of it. I can't see it with these fucking glasses.
Yeah.
There it is.
Right.
Now why we took that off, I don't know, but it was already off. I haven't done it.
Right.
Like I say, the only thing I connected back on here was this. I connected this back up.
Yeah, the announcer.
Two screws in there,
yeah,
on there. I can't see that stopping that.
No.
I know the basket wants greasing.
Right.
Because don't forget, that's got to pull a lot of weight round when it's got 100 records in it.
Yeah. So basically what it needs really is a setup, doesn't it?
Wants a setup and a fucking service, and then
Right,
we'll
well.
find out if it is that search thing.
Right, well,
Because if it is, I'll just go and fucking buy one.
you try buying one of them.
I can buy one of them. There's one on eBay now for 49 quid.
Right. Yeah, but you can't...
But whether it works or not, I don't know.
Yeah, you say.
Well, anyway,
I
have a look.
I like the way you do it, you know, because you go on as if you're just going to run round the corner.
No, but for one of them.
Right.
Or two of them.
Yeah.
Or,
you know,
the only thing I can say is
you
it's
make
not
it-
getting...
Where's me fucking...
I don't know, who has it? Not me. They're what you've just bought.
Yeah, I know. Well, the cheap bastards, they're supposed to come in a fucking... They're supposed to come in a fucking plastic case.
What are they?
Capacitors. They're all different values. At 600 volts.
Oh, you see, they go on about all this recycling plastic and all this shit, don't they, right? All these plastic carrier bags. They make them that last forever and that don't rot.
Yeah.
They're fucking right, aren't they? Now this was out of the actual jukebox.
Right.
That. Wants a bit of sellotape on it. I've clicked it anyway with the thing.
Right. Right, well I'll take it. Yeah, that's just different languages. Where's the English one? Should
It'll
be
be on
here.
there, some fucking man.
It's here. Switch wiring information. That just tells you how to wire these switches here.
Right, well that's what you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, well that's what
Well,
we're
you
doing,
know how
yeah.
to do it, so...
Yeah, I know how to do it without that fucking bloody card.
But you have to set them, don't you, somehow?
You can't set them unless the machine's running. But providing nobody's been at it,
I haven't touched it.
I should be able to do a course setup on it,
Well, I haven't touched it.
and then it'll have to be finely adjusted when it's.
I'll tell you what I did,
back
I got a
in.
pin screwdriver, and you see where they come out there?
Yeah.
I just pushed them so I could hear it click, and that's all I did.
Right.
I've not had them off for fuck all.
Well, that feels okay. Let's get this elastic band off. How come you left a brand new needle in it?
It's not brand new.
Oh.
It's the one that was in it, that's what I'm saying to you.
Oh, it's no good me nicking it then, is it?
You're not nicking me fucking needle, you cheeky cunt. You don't need it anyway. If you need short of one of them fucking needles, I can give you one. I've got 3 at home.
I am short of one actually.
Right,
I'm
well, I'll
of
sort you one out.
I am short of one. I could do with a short needle. Stylus rather. Right, so that's...
Yeah, well, you need to put a record on it, you're going to knock me fucking stylus now, aren't you?
I'm going to take the stylus out.
Right, don't lose it.
I won't lose it. Fucking hell. Do you know you...
I fucking know what you're like for losing nuts and bolts, so don't give me that you won't lose a fucking stylus.
Now you know why I call him Mildred. Well,
Oh, we're online, are we?
Yeah.
See, that's working fine. Just wants, I think he wants a bit of grease here and there.
Well, that's all right, that.
But I'll tell you what he doesn't do. When you manually work it like that, if you go too far here with it and
Yeah.
leave it, it will go over, drop down, play the record. When it comes to the end of the record, it stays there.
Right.
It doesn't pick it, you know what I mean? It doesn't reject the record.
Yeah, that's probably this read switch here.
Well, it's not doing that, but I thought, is it because it's not selecting the record?
No, it's probably the read switch. I haven't got one. If it is, I haven't got one, so...
Well, I can get a read switch, don't worry about that. You can. I've got one on a Seabird that'll do that, it'll be right on there.
You reckon?
Yeah, you just convert the fucking thing. It's a glass bar, innit?
Yeah. Right, well that's... Right,
But saying that, yeah, listen, so it can't be that. The simple reason is, right, when I press the scan button on the side, it lifts up and then it comes off.
Yeah,
and
but it overrides that.
Right, well, I'll leave it to you anyway.
Yeah, before you go...
I'll let King ROWE get on with the job.
Right, before you go... Let's put it on continuity so we can hear it bleep. Right, turn the MECH.
Which way, downwards?
Yeah, you have to turn it down. Go on, keep going. Keep going.
Not going further.
That's it.
Right.
Let's make sure it is fucking it.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, if I put this on here now, we should get a reading. And we don't.
Yeah.
We're not.
It read then.
Yeah, but it's not fucking, it should be a constant bleep. That's wrong.
Probably full of shit, that's why.
It should be a constant bleep because basically, let's do it again. There. Record playing. Move that to the end there, which should be the end of the record. And that's when it's supposed to come off. There we are.
Yeah.
Move that arm back. There. Move it back toward the middle. Right, well that's alright. Oh.
This will look as if it come out of the factory in 1971, will it? Probably fucking earlier than that, innit?
Hang on. That's it. No, it won't look like it's just come out of the factory. It probably didn't look like it just come out of the factory when it was new.
This is a restoration job, like a rat rod, is it?
No, this is a fucking...
This is a fuck up.
Yeah.
I could do with another rubber for it, I know that. I've only got 3 rubber stoppers.
The rubber's the last thing
I think this guy's give up on me, he's not fucking in me again.
That's the turntable motor.
Yeah, but that's fucking...
That's for the turntable.
Yeah, and that one there's for the fucking gubbins.
Yeah, and that one there's to power all this lot.
Yeah.
And this relay here could be fucked as well.
Well, you give me one of them. It's at home and it fetch it.
Yeah, is it exactly the right one?
I think it's the same as that, put it that way.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go.
What I'll do, I'll take that relay apart if I can and clean it.
No, don't fuck it up, please.
Fucking...
I'm only asking.
Do you want to...
Right, listen.
Do you want to do it?
I'm going to go out in a bit because I've got to go and go and pick this fucking ample.
Get your arm off me. If people see you, they'll think I'm a fucking iron.
You are.
Fucking not at all, you cheeky bastard.
He's a shirt lifter, folks.
Fuck you.
That's pushing them back.
Fuck you.
Listen.
You're the you're the fucking cattle something turd merchant.
Right, I will bring the other one of them round. Right?
Right, I'll bring the other one round.
Anything else you need out of it?
No. I could have done with the power supply to actually...
I can't take that out, can I?
Why? It only unplugs.
What do you mean a power supply?
The power supply that this plugs into, I could have done with that. Because I could have given it 110 volts through my variac.
Well, how do I get it out?
It just unplugs. You just took a couple of screws.
Where is it?
At the back, at the top.
That thing in the middle with the buttons that jump out?
Yes.
So you want me to fetch that?
Might need it.
Well, if you do, I'll fucking come and get you and you can take the cunt out.
Oh, that's charming.
Well, you know how it comes out.
Oh, why don't you give me a lift to mix in a bit?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Right, so basically you want me to... So, but basically I've got to do all this.
Hang on a minute. Listen, Sound Leisure's been on. My amp's done. There's nothing wrong with it apparently. It must be the fucking tone arm wires on the needle. Right. Oh, they fixed it and said not telling me what it was. Right. Will you ring if you ring your mother? Your mother's got his number, his direct number, where you can pay it straight to him. It's £36. And his name's Peter at Sound Leisure. So if you give him a ring now, you'll probably catch him in. But that's his direct number, so you need to do that. My aunt's come on it. Right, well I'll get that after, don't worry about that. Alright. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.
This cam on this is different to the other one, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if the fucking thing's different as well. The fucking search unit. Probably is.
No,
oh, that's where it goes, is it? You knobby that you give me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wondered how long it'd take to work that out.
I didn't even fucking notice it at first.
Yeah. Because what it does, it'll need changing, because I'll tell you why. Right. See that groove there?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be there.
Right.
It's what this way has a groove into
Right.
here.
So is your one alright, or has it got a groove in it?
The other one's alright.
Well, I'll fetch it then.
So we can swap that while
So
it's
you
in.
need that and that fucking thing there.
Yeah.
And you probably need the power. If I bring the power supply, you're not going to fucking blow it up, are you?
Fucking hell. Do you know something?
Right, if this thing don't come out with 4 screws and a fucking wire, how are you going to...
Well, if it doesn't, we'll have to just do it at yours.
What I mean is how are you going to fucking plug it into the wall? Because the cable will come with it, won't it?
No, I can plug it into my Variac.
Right.
And give it 110
so
volts.
You can run it off there, you mean, to make
Yeah.
sure it's working. Yeah, but you won't be able to select it off there, will you?
No, but I'll be able to run the MECH to. I'll be able to make it do something. Anyway, let's not worry about that
Right,
now.
What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back home, see what she wants to do.
I hope you don't expect this to be done in a fucking day. It might take a couple of days to go through this.
I'm not expecting it to go through for a day because we've got the fucking thing yet.
Yeah, but that cam's got to be changed here.
Right, I've got to get the amplifier. Yeah,
that's well seen a lot of use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking. How old's the machine?
1970.
Well, it says 71 on the thing, but.
Well, 70, 71.
But you don't know if that's come out of an older fucking machine and they threw it in it.
Well, you don't know, do you? A lot of them did. And that's in the neutral position there. Because that turntable's now turned off. All these are now turned off. I'm going to have to go through all this lot. That one there. What I'll have to do is disconnect each one and test the switches. And some of them, some of the switches, they've got so all these switches apart from the well, all of them have. They've all got 3 wires on them, which means they can be off and they can be on again. You know, they can be on and off either way.
To watch the wires, because that fucking solder's probably fucking ancient on them fuckers.
Oh, don't worry, they're not soldered, they're crimped. Oh, don't worry, I'll pull them off with a pair of pliers, clean all the contacts and check all the switches.
So you want me to get you that and that?
Yeah, just that relay and that cam there for the tone arm.
Right.
Yeah, because that actually wears a groove, as you can see.
Yeah.
And that's fucked that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably fill that in with some car filler.
Yeah.
But you've got a replacement, so you don't have to.
We'll put that on it. Right, I'll go and fucking get it and see what she's doing and drop it.
Right, well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to sort myself some lunch out.
Right.
I might fry myself some chips.
Fucking chips. Right. Alright then.
Right, so it tells you on here what all these switches here do.
Yeah.
And all them ones on the side here, they're all common, they're all ground.
Yeah. All I'd do with that means I'd blow it up, take a photograph with
I
your
don't need
phone,
to, I can read it.
and I'd throw it on the fucking there and let someone else use it. It might be able to help somebody out.
Yeah.
That's the idea of it, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's also if I'm right in thinking, I think there's a couple of diodes on this mechanism board.
Well, I'm going to get Robert to send
I might
me.
be wrong.
I'm going to get Robert to send me the all the voltages for everything on that MECH.
Well, this MECH, I'll tell you now, this MECH, it runs at runs at 30 volts.
Yeah, he said 29 point something. That's what he said it runs.
Well, fuck it, I'm not going to argue over point of a volt.
I know, but that's what he said.
But yeah, 30 volts they generally run at, because you know, it's actually quite informative. This, I mean, even though you can't really see this because some of it's missing, you can just interpret it from there.
Yeah.
Because it's the same, just in a different language. Because obviously the Yanks have sent these machines all over the world, even to Australia.
Oh no, they're everywhere.
Yeah, but what they did with the Australian ones, they put the mechs in upside down. No, they did because they had to. They had to because they're on the other side of the planet directly from us, aren't they? Yeah. So they had to put the mechanisms in upside down.
Yeah, but they don't work that way.
You know, so that's what they did, you see.
I remember us when we was out with Dougie once, he bought a fridge freezer that was upside down. Right? And this is true, yeah? And I said to the guy, he said, how come it's upside down? He said, it's from Australia.
Yeah.
The labels were on the wrong way around, but no. And you think, nah, it's taking a fucking piss here. Because when you go and drive a car, it's not upside down.
Well, technically, you know, everything really is upside down. Our eyes, what happens is our eyes, really, we see everything upside down. Like these glasses at the moment, you know, we see them as the right way up. But technically, they're the opposite way around. What happens is they're upside down because what happens is our brain converts what our eyes see so that we see everything the right way up. Our eyes work the same way as a mirror in a camera.
Yeah.
In an SLR camera, the lens through the lens everything's upside down, and it's the mirror that converts it the right way up.
Right, I'll go and see what
works in a very similar way.
We can get this power supply out of Wilders.
Right, well I'm going to have my lunch and then I'll get on to this. I'm going to pause this for now.
Basically, you want the power supply and the fitting, the red fitting that plugs onto there, don't you?
Yeah.
You won't need a turntable one, will you?
No,
That'll be separate, won't it?
Yeah, no, I won't need the turntable one. No, well, no, I won't need that because I won't need to power the turntable.
No, the turntable works fine.
Yeah, I know. It's about the only thing that does.
I fucking know. That and the fucking tube in the top.
Yeah.
Right, I'll see you later.
I'll see you later, Mildred.
I'll drop them bits off.
Okay. Right, I'm going to pause this now, folks, because I'm going to go and get some scran. I'll catch you in a bit. Hi, folks. We're back on Mildred's ROWE AMI MECH. This is the ROWE AMI 1100 mechanism. So what we'll do, we'll test the switch. We'll start by testing the switches. And that's common. So push that into there so it stays in. There we are. Just rest it on there. It should stay there. And then if I go to this one, that's working. Then we'll go to this one, which is further out. Just push that in so we can get our meter lead in. And there's only one connection on this, but we'll check both anyway. Yeah. And that one's not disconnecting. And that one isn't disconnecting. Let's make sure we're not. No. So that one's not disconnecting. Shut up! Nope. So that one's not disconnecting. So this is the turntable one. Yeah. Right, that's the turntable one, and the turntable's running, so let's test this top one. Yep. Yep. They all need some cleaner going in them, I think. Let's test the next one. Would help if the fucking... Yeah. And that one's a bit dodgy. So what we'll do, we'll start by cleaning all the switches. So we'll see if we get a contact cleaner in there somehow. And what I need to do is take the switches off to clean them. Right. So we'll start. Get the pliers. And we'll give all these switches a clean. Let's pull that fucking Allen key out of there. Right, so it's one off. Two off. Three off, and we know which ones go where. Now, I think there's a line in these scored into it, so you can see where you need to line it back up. But I'm going to put my own mark on them. Probably not be able to see that, but it doesn't matter. Right, it might have to be set back up when it goes back onto the machine. But there again, you never know them. Some of them have an adjustment point, some of them don't. I believe, if I remember rightly. we'll take this one out. We have a metal plate that goes behind them, and there is an adjustment point there for them. So they are adjustable, but you can see where the shit is, so we shouldn't have any problem. And the remnants of Mildred's WD-40. So we'll take this off the backing plate there. This is the actual switch. And we can clean the switches if I can find something to clean them with. A bit of sandpaper would be nice. I did have some, but I don't know where it is now. Always the way. I know, let's have a look in me. Let's have a look in my Dremel box, because yeah, there's some, what do you call it, in here. There's some sanding drum, miniature sanding drums. I can use one of those. So what we're going to do here, going to just clean, I mean look at the state of that one. I'll try and do it on camera. Oh, that's coming off lovely. And what we'll do, we'll spray a bit of cleaner, because you can't get these apart without breaking them, but you can actually get the cleaner into them here. There we go. Wipe the excess off, there we go. Right, so let's find the clip for the multimeter lead, and that will make it a whole lot easier. Right, let's just adjust you folks a little bit so that you can. There we are. Right, so what we'll do, we'll clip that one onto there. It's completely open. And that's completely closed, which is what we want. And that's completely closed. Showing 14 ohms, but it's working. And these ones don't do anything when they're like that, not supposed to. So what we'll do, we'll give it a bit more cleaner. Right, now let's try that again, see if that's reduced the value. Yeah, that's come down to 15 ohms. Switch is working anyway. Let's make sure that we've got, yeah, check this one, and that's 0.7. That's working. Yeah. Yep. That one's working. So we can pop that one back on. And these clips, these actually go on the back. Yeah, they do. That's got to be a mission, getting that fucker back in, isn't it? Yeah. So what we'll do, no, I'm going to have to take... Nice. I'm going to have to take all this off to get this. I have to take this plate off because you can't get to the back of the switches. So this plate's going to have to come off so I can get to the back. Right, let's get the... Will that fit straight on as a socket? Yeah, it does. That's made that a bit easier, so I need to take these ones here out. And these have a degree of adjustment as well, but the nice thing about that is you can see where they were. Don't be frightened by doing one of these, folks. Just think of them as a giant auto changer, because that's all they are, really. They're just a giant auto changer, really. There's nothing, you know. Just like a BSR or a Garrard, except a lot fucking bigger. Now, does that one have to come out? I'm going to take it out anyway. It might make it easier. It's only for the earths. Probably doesn't have to come out, but if them earths are not in the way, it may make it easier to work on the machine. Yeah, that does have to come out because it bolts to the plate at the back. Now let's take this one out. There we go. And that should check the length of these as well, because them three are the same length and that one is longer, which was the earth one. Right, so now we need to get these earths out of the way. The rest of this harness out of the way because we've got more bolts under there, under the one here, you see. And that's the same length as them other three. That's the longest one, which is the earth. So in that now lets us disconnect the pull this out. So now we can move this out, you see, so we can get to our back plate, to put our back plate back on. Make sure when you put these together, you put them together correctly, so that that can operate that. There's the other screw. Now, let's move some of this out of the way. So basically what we need to do is get that one lined up with the top one there. There. And then we can get that one in. So these switches have a degree of adjustment, but I can set them back to how they were just by looking at right. So if I just pull this out so it's away from the cam, see what I mean, you get a degree of adjustment on them. Not much. There we are. See, I don't want to unplug all these because see, we can just tuck them ones behind the back for a minute. Right. Mind you, it tells you the switch wiring diagram here, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it tells you the yeah, because they're all your switches there. There's only 5 of them. C5, C52 is your turntable motor according to this. According to this, it's C52. This is all eaten up, I mean. C51. C51 should be, yeah, controls turntable motor, which is this one. If I have to use the other side, C51, it's that one at the bottom there. Right, so basically we can disconnect this lot because yeah, we can unplug all this lot because I can take this plate off and work on it a lot fucking easier because I'll be able to fathom all that lot back out. So let's just take the fucking, just disconnect the fucking thing. See, some of them only have 2 wires on them. Some have 3. I think that one might have a blob of solder on the fucker. And that one's been fucking soldered on. Lift off. It's fucking been soldered on. One's been soldered on. Turn the iron on. Right. Oh well. And there's one there, don't know where that wire goes. It's been taped off. But that wouldn't have been done by the manufacturer. Right, so this needs to be lined back up, which is this one here. Mind you, I'll be able to line them up when I put them on because I can do it by eye. So let's just tighten that one back up. Right, I've got enough clearance here now, so I've done that one. So let's do this next one. And also observe that some of them go the opposite way around. Let's pull that cover off. Goes wrong with the thing that's the switch. Let's pull this plate out. There we are. Let's take this one off. There we go. Manky as fuck. Pull that one off. Oh, and you can't get it wrong because the dirty is the clean one. So we'll clean it. Just clean the crap off it. It would be nice to be able to get in the other side of the sandpaper, wouldn't it? So what we'll do, we'll find some way of cutting the sandpaper. So we'll get to the back of the switch as well. Good job of putting new batteries in my test instruments, isn't it? Right, there we go. Now we'll get to the back of the switch. So you get to the back of it now and give it a good got it, near enough, a bit more. Now clean on this side. I mean, Mildred thinks you can just buy these things. They've been set up all these years, plug them in and they'll work, and the truth of the matter is they don't. You know, but right, we don't have to worry about this contact here because it ain't used. So we'll clip our wire on. Perfect. It's a bit dodgy. Yep. We'll put a bit of switch cleaner in it anyway. Let's just make sure that some of that falls down into there. There's some on there as well. No point in wasting it. There we are. There we go. So another switch done. And you can see where these line up actually. This one goes on backwards. Goes on backwards and goes that way. So that goes there. It goes there. Might be a couple of parts this video. Perfectly honest, I'm going to put that one in second actually, because in fact I'll put the adjuster one in second. I'll get this one in first because this top one is the hardest one. So we'll get that all lined up. Get that started. See, we can line them just by the back here, to be perfectly honest. Now I'll just put that back onto there. Get the other screw. Put the other screw. Goes. An asshole. Move that clip out of the way. There we are. There we are. That's right. The other screw. Dopey bastard, I've put the switch on the wrong way around. Not the wrong way, I've put the... Let's turn that round. That's to go that way. That one through there. There. That on there. There we go. And that goes that way on. And that comes up here. I'll be able to adjust these by pretty much turning the cam. So we'll just nip them up, but not completely tight, so just so they're not flopping about. That one's pretty much lined up anyway, I can't see a gap. Yeah. Right. So what we'll do next, we'll get the next one off, which is this top one. Because we've done that one. Yeah, we've done that one and that one. But one of them was really faulty, I think it was that one. Wasn't working. because one of them wasn't working on one side completely. I think it could have been this one. Yeah, this one. You know, Mildred's the sort of person who thinks this sort of job can be done in 10 minutes. There's all his WD-40. You know. I mean, if it was me, I would replace all these switches. But you try telling somebody that. See, there are people on the planet who believe that switches don't wear out. There we go. Pardon me. Right. Give this one a spray. There we go. Yep. Right. Now, test this one. Lovely. And that one's side's not used. But it's still working. That's working okay. So we can pop him back in. Just find his metal bar. It's under here. There we go. Right. Put that there for a second. Ooh, pardon me. Now, that way. All the switches face inward to the cam. That goes in that way. See, if you get stuck, there's a guide anyway. It shows you, so all you do is just look on your guide. You can find the fucking clean part of it. It shows you there where your position, switch positions are. Pull that off again because I've gone and made another boo-boo, which I often do. Now, wipe that shit off there, we go. Right. Yeah, that's right. Just sits on the top there. One of the contacts is not used, but still get the feeling. Right, so it don't go that way. Right. It goes. That's your other switch there, that goes there. That has to go in. Ah. That's it. Had the fucker the wrong way around. There we go. Then get the next one. Just feed that through. Come down, you're too high up. I'll get that screwed down a bit, there we go. Right. Check that, yeah, that's correct. And they'll all be adjusted once I put it back together. Right, and this is the one here that's soldered on, which I suspected also was a faulty one, didn't I? So let's just check that. If it is, it'll have to be ordered. Let's move our wires out of the way. Let's connect that to the... Just clean that first. Clean it first. Where's my fucking sandpaper gone? Shit. You just fucking hate it when you lose your sandpaper. So clean it first. Right, there we go. Just untangle the testicle leads. Yeah. Right, well we're only... Get on there, you fucking bastard. Right, well we're only... We're using 2 wires on this one. Yeah, so we need to check both sides of it. That's not working. Yeah, it is just dirty. It's a bit hit and miss, that one. But somebody soldered the fucking wire on it, so... See if we can get the switch cleaner down there. we can get it in that way. He's going to have to replace the switches, I think. I mean, long term he's going to have to. He's got no choice. That's working. That one's intermittent. The reason why I think it's intermittent is got something to do with this. So let's get this off and have a look. Now we've got some clean solder there, let's try that. I'm not happy with that one. Let's take it off, see if we can clean it. Not happy with that. I mean, in all fairness, I'm not happy with fucking any of them, but you know, he's going to have to put his hand in his pocket, I'm afraid. If he wants this to work correctly and effortlessly with no trouble, he's going to have to put his hand in his pocket. Do you see, the minute you mention that to somebody, they don't fucking like it. Mind you, old Mildred's not too bad when it comes to that. Is, you know. See, that's soldered on there. But that, let's pull that off. It's fucking broke anyway. See if we can pull that off. No, it is gripped on. But, let's give this a bit of a better clean. There we go, perfect. There we go, now we've got some clean metal to test. There we go. Perfect. Can I try this one here? This is not used. That's working. And that's yeah. Yeah, it's working. It needs to be replaced though. Let's get a bit cleaner down it. I hope that cleaner finds its way into there, it should. Get a bit round the contacts. So when I plug them on. Yeah. I mean, Mildred thinks because they click they're working. He said, when they click, you know, when I spoke to him last night, he said, they click. I mean, they fucking work though, does it? You see, in Mildred's world, a click means it's working. Not putting him down or anything, but, you know, in his world, a click's working. I mean, click means it works. My fucking world, it doesn't. In my world, you suspect everything until you fucking... Oh, it's come off there now. That's good. That's good. Right. They weren't fucking on very tight, were they? Saying that, fuck's sake. Saying that, I can set the fucking, I can set the switches up now. See, I haven't got any of these switches, so he's gonna have to order them. But you know, they do need to. Really, they all need to be replaced. You know, despite what people fucking think or say. Because a lot of them have got resistance on them and they shouldn't really have resistance on them, so I'm going to recommend he replaces all the switches. I'm going to phone him in a bit actually and tell him that. But for now, as a guide, so we know where everything is, we've done that one there. That one doesn't even, that one's, oh, that's our position, that's why. Thought that was a bit of a fucking, do that slightly, just push that. Take that out there. There we go. That come through? Yep. Right, I'll tell you what folks, I'll ring him now and I'll just tell him I recommend all the switches be replaced. I'm not happy with any of them, to be perfectly honest. I'd like new switches to be put on that. And here we are, Mildred. Oh, you're just on your way?
Yeah, that power supply, you can't get it out, mate. These fucking wires running all over on it.
Right, we'll leave. Well, don't worry about that because when we get here, you can do me a coffee and I can give you the good news.
Well, you'll have to leave it till later because I've got to take the missus shopping now. I'm going to call in with these 2 bits that you wanted.
Right.
And then I've just got to go to the doctor's, put a prescription in, nip shopping, and then I'll come back when I come tell him more. You can tell me then.
Okay.
Is it good news or bad news?
Well, it's sort of good news and it's bad news.
Oh, right.
Well, I always say if you tell somebody the bad news in a good way, then it doesn't sound as bad.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go and pick this amplifier up. You see, so when I come round, you can have a look at a quick fucking view at that and all while you're there.
Yeah. Listen, Graham. You're going to have to order new switches for this.
I am.
Yeah, I'm not happy with them because although they're bleeping, some of them have got resistance on them, and there shouldn't be any resistance on them. I'm not happy. I'd feel a lot better if I'm going through the MECH. I'd feel a lot better if the switches were replaced.
Right. Where do I get the fucking switches from?
Well, what I'll do, I'll give you one of the switches, take the number off it, and just order them.
Where do I order them from?
eBay.
Right. Fucking hell, this gonna. Right. All right. But we can use it for the time being. You mean?
No. Get the switches ordered today.
Right.
I'm not putting it back together with these switches in it. Get the switches ordered.
Can you order the switches? Have a look on eBay. See how much they are.
Right, well I'll have a look on eBay and see how much they are, and I'll let you know when you take me to MECH.
Right, well, what I could have said is I'll just transfer the money for the switches into your account and you can pay for them and get them sent there.
Right, well we'll do that then, but I'd feel a lot better if they were replaced.
Yeah, but is it them that's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not happy with them. One of them's totally fucked.
Right, alright then.
So, you know, replace them. I'm not happy with it. Replace them.
Right, alright, I'll see you in a minute anyway.
I'll see you in a minute, Mildred.
See you in a minute, bye.
Bye, mate. Gee. Can it be used with... No, it can't. No, it can't. Because the switches are fucked, have got to be replaced, haven't they? So, you know. Right, so basically, let's pop on Fleabay and find out how much his micro switches are going to be, because those switches are still available. Let's see how much his micro switches are going to be. Right, well we're yeah, the Mildred's just been, and yeah, in no uncertain terms, I've told him that you know, it's not going back together with these switches in it. They are being replaced, and he's toddled off to transfer the money to me so I can order them and have them so they'll come directly to me, and I can get them in. But there's other jobs we can be doing on the mechanism while it's out. You know, while I'm waiting on the switches, I can be preparing everything else. Because there's not only really them switches that are around there that need to be replaced. There's one under here. In fact, I think there's two under there. There's one I can see. There's one under there that I want to do. There's two on the selector plate behind here that you can't see. It'll just move you up a bit. Just get me remote. Move you up. Right. There's two on the selector plate behind the search. This is the search unit here, and there's two on the selector plate behind here. I want to do those. And while the search unit's out, I can get into that because I'll pull the search unit out, and you know, basically at the end of the day, you know, he actually asked if it could be used for the time being, and I said no, because you know it's only going to have to come back to be done again. So you know, it might as well all be done while it's in. While I've got it here with me, it might as well be done. And anyway, you've seen it my way, which as most people do. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the engineer. I'll dictate and I'll say what has to be done. I'll decide what has to be done, not the customer, because if the customer decided what needed to be done, then the customer could do it themselves, couldn't they? Hello, Mildred.
Hello, that's the three-way ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you got the three-way ones, right?
Yes.
Right, alright. Have you the three-way, the ones on the bottom?
They're all the same switch.
Right, alright then. Right. So I'll give you a ring as soon as I get to my daughter's.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Bye, mate. As I was saying, if the customers knew what they were talking about, they wouldn't need us, would they? They'd do them. I mean, I'm doing this as a friend. You know, I'm doing this as it's a favour for a friend. But besides the point, you still have to treat a friend like a customer, because the purpose is still the same. They wouldn't be coming to you if they could do it themselves. So therefore I dictate, as far as I'm concerned, when something comes here, I dictate what has to be done, not to the customer. If the customer doesn't want to pay for it to be done, then it doesn't get done. I mean, I don't mean in Mildred's case, but if it was a paying customer and they didn't want it, done my way, then they go elsewhere, because that's what they'd have to do. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the one doing it. I decide. I went to my dentist once, and he's dead now. My dentist, he died many years ago. He was old when I went to see him, but he was a good fella. And I went in once, and I said to him, I want that, and that, and that sorting out. He said, I'm the professional. He says, I'll decide what to be done. I said, yeah, well, you want to remember whose mouth it is. And he saw the funny side of it, because obviously he decides what needs to be done. He's the professional. I was having a bit of a laugh with him, as I always did when I went to see him. Cottrell, his name was. He was all right. And a lot of people didn't like him, but I thought he was good. But, yeah. Besides the point, whether someone's paying you or whether they're not, the customer isn't always right, in my opinion. So therefore, just said to Mildred, it needs to be done, so it has to be done, because I ain't putting it back together with those switches. And some of them, I mean, they're bleeping on the continuity, don't get me wrong, they are the bleeping on the continuity, but some of them are showing 15 ohms. And one of them was showing 20 odd ohms. So imagine, now I'm ordering new ones, I'm going to break them open and we'll see how much crap and everything's in there. I'll open one in a few minutes on camera, because I am ordering them. So, as soon as he rings me back, I'll jump on and get them ordered and paid for. And they'll come directly to me. But getting back to the mechanism as a whole, all it is really, as you can see, and some of you might notice that the arm's on the left instead of the right. I'm not completely clear why ROWE AMI decided to do that, and the cartridge goes in backwards. I'm not quite sure why they decided to do it. Perhaps they didn't have room on this side because of all this gubbins here. Why they couldn't put all this gubbins on this side, I don't know, but that's what they decided to do, and that's what they did. That's why you always find the tone arm on the wrong side. The turntable still goes the same way around. Just to start the cartridge and stylus face that way. As you can see, that's the front of the cartridge there. But it's in here, so it may as well be done. I mean, but if you're ever gonna, I'll cover as much of this in as much detail for you as I can, and we'll see where we go with it, and we'll clean it up and get it all nice, and so it looks nice and it works nice, and whether the rest of his jukebox works fucking nice is another matter, but this mechanism certainly will. But we'll get everything on it lubed up and all the other shit, make sure everything's as it should be working. This cam here has to be changed, because what happens is over the years it actually wears a groove into this bar here that I'm moving up is spring loaded, and it actually wears a groove into the cam. And what that actually does, it stops the arm from lifting, and it can stop the arm from lifting because this has to do with lifting the arm up and whatnot. And it's all part of that mechanism. What this actually does, I think this. Let's wind it on because I'm not quite sure what that does. I know it's part of the lifting mechanism. Let's, since we can't really do much at this point, let's find that Allen key that he gave me. Put this in a safe place. There we go. That's as safe as it needs to be. I've pulled the Allen key out because it was fucking catching my hand. So we'll put this Allen key in here, and this is purposely done so that you can actually. There we go. That's designed so you can rotate it by hand. Now, if I turn this, you see the arm. See that comes down. And it moves across, but it won't go any further because, well, it will, but it struggles. And the arm, there we go. If we go around again, there we are. See, it sits in that groove, and that is supposed to sit a bit higher. It sits in, if it catches in that groove, and it's not supposed to. See, that's actually not as high as it should be. There we go. See that groove, that just misses the groove because somebody's actually bent that over slightly. But here we come round. So we'll there we go, and that's the record on. And you can hear that reed switch clicking. And this comes up. I'm not sure what this actually does. Oh yeah, I know what it does. Hang on. There we are. Yeah. And that's mechanism stopped. But that's it. Simple. That pulls down. Let's wind that back on, and what we'll do, we'll get a record, and we'll try and find one with a fucking big hole in the middle. That could be a challenge. That could be a challenge. A record with a big hole in the middle. Oh no, there's one. So what we'll do, we'll put the record on there. Whoops. I need a crap and all. Right. That's it. So I don't think I'll get it in there. Might do. No. Right. Record on. Move the arm out of the way. Now, this should go a bit further back. There we are. Record in. Record on. And that record doesn't go all the way on. Why didn't it go all the way on? Oh, that's why. The turntable wasn't all the way down. Right, record on. Whoops. There you are. And the reason why that bar is there. Now, this record's not the best example. The hole's not quite big enough. Right. And the reason it has this bar is to lift the record up. Lift the arm up, see? That's what that's for. Be back in a minute, folks. I need to go for a crap. Oh, that feels better. I've just got a load off my mind. Yeah, we don't do comfort breaks here at Vintage Electronics Repair. It's either a piss or a crap. Simple as. Yeah, there we go. Right, so like I say, you know, this here lifts the arm up, but it can get hung up in that groove. There we go. And that would be off. When the cam is here, it switches the mechanism off. And this is a popularity meter, or the place for it. The meter is actually there. But yeah, so what we'll do, we'll find something to put all Mildred's bits in, so we don't lose anything. There's only screws, only bolts. And what we can be doing, yeah, we've got them all there. So what we'll do, we'll put them, actually what I'll do, I'll put them in that Dremel parts box so I know where they are then. Got them in there. Now what we've got here now, we've got a relay, which we'll have a look at this relay. I do actually have a replacement for this. I do actually have a replacement for it, which is the same relay. And apart from one of the legs, a couple of the legs are bent, that's no problem, we just straighten them out with the pliers. But this is the same relay. So even that could be an issue. But that's exactly the same. You'll have exactly the same. Just check the contacts. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Yeah. It's exactly the same relay. But you can actually take these relays apart, and I will show you, I will demonstrate that for you now. Let me just come down a bit so that we can see what I'm doing. There we are. So you can see my hands. And what we do, we can take this relay apart just by unhooking it here. That side there. And that side there. And then just pull it out gently, and we can check it then. We can actually check the contacts on the relay. So what we'll do, we'll check the contacts on the relay, and we can check the winding as well. So the contacts on the relay, which we will check. If I'm not happy with the relay, then we can check the other one and we can clean and replace as necessary. So basically, what we do, we connect to the top there, got continuity. Yep. 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 Yep, and we'll check it against the other one, you see, to make sure, because this has got resistance on as well. Just check my leads haven't got resistance on, they shouldn't have. Oh, that's alright. Connect to that one. Sorry, to that one. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yep. That could do with a clean. So basically that relay could do with a clean because it's showing 19 volts on 19 ohms on some of them. And it shouldn't do, so let's pull this one out and see what this one is. And what we'll do, we'll put the best out of the two in there, you see. There we are. Just get the fucking screw. Get it by the screw and give it a pull. It should just pull out. There we are. And let's test this one. And then we'll give the best one a clean. So, this one looks nicer actually. There we go. Spot on. No resistance on that one. Just perfect. That could be me, so let's just change hands. That's okay. Next one. Good. See, that's showing 25 ohms. It won't in a minute. Right, last one. That one's good. And that one's good. So this is the best out of the two. And the only way we're getting any high resistance is on this one here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a piece of paper, very thin if I can. No, it's no good. A piece of very thin paper or card. Fag paper packet would do it. Fag paper packet would be perfect. Now all we do, we just pull that down there. Make sure we can slide that through. Make sure, just pull this bit off the end here, there we are. That should pass through that relay. Because it's the inside one that's dirty, which is a bummer. Yeah, look at that. So all we do now, spray some cleaner. Onto there. Feed it in. Lightly press it. And that's all we do. And we may as well do the front contacts. That's all we do. Because you don't want to use sandpaper. Now let's test for resistance again. Now we know that all the other pins were okay except the second to the last, so it's this one here. So we'll connect onto here. Test the top one. That's good. Now we've got the crap off. Reading nothing on it now. I'll check them all to be sure. Still got some crap on that one. There we are. Perfect. Check the next one. Yeah. Yeah. We're okay there. Yeah. Yep. Fucking hell. Fucking thing won't answer. Hi Mildred. Yeah, I know.
Right, you got it then.
Hey?
The money's in, so you can order them now.
Right, well I'll just order them.
Right, alright then.
Right, I'll do it in a second. I'm just finishing off testing this relay.
Alright then.
And I'll run on and order them.
Right, alright. I've got the amp here, right? Big fucking 6 boxes anyway.
Yeah, the amps are about they're about 18 to 19 inches across by about 12. Yeah. Right. You do it. Bye. Bye mate. Bye bye. Bye. Right, we'll jump back on eBay in a minute and get some Mildred switches ordered. Right, where were we? We were on this relay. That's good. Check the bottom. Yep, no resistance on there now. That one's a bit dodgy. Yeah, that one's a bit dodgy. It wasn't before, but could be just a bit of the cleaner still in there. Scraps in. Could even be the. That's all right there. Check the bottom one. Yeah, that bottom one's. To give that a bit more of a. Let's use a bit of fresh card. Let's just clean that top row. But the reason you can't do them with sandpaper is because there's a bit of platinum on the edge of the relay contact. And this card's a bit thick to get in, a bit, not thick, it's just awkward. Let's get my piece of fag paper back. Get a piece of something that's clean. Do you know you never have a piece of A4 paper when you want it? Yeah. Got a piece here. It's a letter. That'll do. Right, I only need the bottom edge of it. Just there we are, and that should soak right through, which it has done. Now, let's go through it again. It's awkward just because I need to hold the relay but not put a lot of stress on it. And I need to feed the paper through. Yeah, this will be Mildred. I know his engine. Let's rip that down a bit further. Yeah, basically clean the back contacts first and get into them. There we are. Hold that in. And just pull the paper through. Look at that shit there. There we go. Let's pull some shit off it. Matter of feeding it back through. Don't want to go back through this way. It's going to have to. Oh man, that have been Mildred. What I'll do now, I've got the paper in there. You don't need a lot on it. There we go. Look at that shit coming off there. And that's all you do. That's brought all that crap off. Now let's go through it again. I've still got cleaner on it, haven't we? That's coming down in resistance, that. That's okay. Good. Good. Put that back on. Yeah, it was that end one we had the trouble with before. Yep. You just lightly press it. Yep. Yep, it's just this one here. So let's just get something in on just onto that one. And there's a bit of shit on there. But you don't scrape them with anything. Not even as a last resort. Yeah. And what we'll do, we'll clean the pins. What we'll do now, we'll put the relay back in its box. We'll find the nicest looking one. This one's nice, it's got all the numbers and stuff on, so we'll use this one. Right, just straighten that leg there, that's a bit bent. Now, there we go, squeeze that down a bit. That one there's a bit bent. Straighten that one. Clean these here, these are just the contacts for the coils. There we go, that'll do. Now it's just go. Pop the relay back in. There we are. I don't know why oh, there we are. Bit of a struggle to get that on, but it's on, and that relay's in and it's done. This other one, put back in the case, and we'll service that if we need to. So that's that done. Right, I'm going to call this part 1. I'm going to call this part 1, and yeah, that's part 1, and we can reconvene in part 2, where we start to take things off the mechanism to and I want to clean all these wires so that I know what all of them are. So all the wires will need to be cleaned. That reed switch, the top of that will be cleaned. So we've got a way to go yet. It's going to be here for a few days, this Mac. Yeah, who's this? Who's that? Me. All right. No, I'm expecting Mildred. What? I'm expecting Mildred. All right. I'll see you later. Right, well, that's all, folks. Join me in part 2 when we start to get to grips with this ROWE AMI MECH.